All right, welcome to Bitcast episode 2. We're here in Stone Studios. I'm BlockchainGenie.
And I'm Bitcoinjake09.
All right, as always, this is an educational program for educational purposes with educational opinions. Please just enjoy our voices. Don't take anything too seriously. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it started. Prices, Bitcoin Jake.
All right, price check we got going on. We got Bitcoin at around $2,370 today.
Dang. All right. Well, it's still a giant. It's still a giant whale,
Yeah,
but it's down a little bit.
couple $100.
Whale's kind of hurting. Okay.
Yeah. We got Dash hitting about $182 today.
That's kind of crazy to me. I don't have a Dash wallet.
I remember Dash.
Actually, I did buy some Dash recently.
Dash, brief history on Dash real quick. It actually came out as X11 coin and then changed to Dark coin.
Huh.
And then got revamped into Dash. There's
I
also
had no clue.
There's also another coin called Dash Coin, which is not related to Dash.
Is that what I'm thinking
of? Be careful about that also.
So what's Dash called? Just Dash?
Dash is just Dash.
Okay, because that's what I bought on, what's that wallet? Is that?
On
the Nexus wallet?
Exodus.
Exodus wallet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think I transferred like $10 in Bitcoins to
That's
Dash.
cool. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got that little block cipher. I think it's called.
It's
Shapeshift API
Shapeshifter.
built in.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. We got Ethereum going about $230.
I like Ethereum. Is it 230 at the moment?
Yeah, right. It was about 230.
202 this morning, and it was like 190 last night. So I keep a close eye.
I mean, if you bought some at 190, that'd be a good buy. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. So Ethereum, yeah, 217. So we're looking at very volatile.
Yeah.
So we should mention this. What wallet are you getting what exchange are you getting your prices from?
Sometimes I just Google them and kind of relate them to what I'm looking at on my phone. Sometimes my phone's dead though. So
cool. Sounds good. Just
all
checking.
Right.
Yeah, we'll start doing that in the future for sure. I had somebody on Steam It actually that site. They kind of yelled at me, nagged at me a little bit. They were like, hey, what are you quoting your prices from? I was like, all right, I'll try to do that in the future. So
yeah.
All right, so we got Ethereum pretty well established here.
Let's see, I got Litecoin on the list. It's about $47, 47 and 2 cents.
Litecoin's really my new favorite coin.
Yeah, I bought miners way back in the day, about a year or two ago for it. Been mining on and off. Mostly in the winter because they get so hot.
Yeah.
But I've been watching Litecoin for a while since it was less than $4. It used to go for like $3.50.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's a big player in the game now. It's still got potential.
I mean, they're saying the market share is really huge on it. So the value, if it matches the same type of value that Bitcoin has within its market share, that it should go up a whole lot.
Yeah, I'd expect it in the next few years probably to be within $100, $200 maybe even.
It's interesting.
Just speculations.
Yeah.
But we got a Ethereum Classic on the list here. And,
okay.
And Ethereum Classic I like just because it's not as centralized as Ethereum is. They don't have the whole Ethereum Alliance thing going on. But Ethereum Classic is going about $20. They're currently at about $19.87.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you're looking for something to buy into that's kind of creeping around, I think this one might be a good one. Just saying.
If I were to want to get into Ethereum Classic, what do you think? What's my wallet options? I know Coinbase isn't doing a Classic wallet.
Yeah, that's correct. You would have to use some sort of exchange. There's an exchange in America. It's called Bittrex that a lot of people use. It has about 60,000 Bitcoin volume per 24 hours.
Okay. Lots of trades going on.
Yes, like lots
of
trades. 60,000 Bitcoin every 24 hours.
All right. So we got definitely.
And that's just Bitcoin. They have Ethereum too on there.
Okay. So you could do some Ethereum Classic on there.
Yeah, you could actually trade Ethereum for Ethereum Classic on there, or you could trade Bitcoin for Ethereum Classic on there.
Not sure if the Exodus wallet had one. It has about 8 different currencies on it. So.
I don't think it has Classic. It just has Ethereum and like Golem, Augur, and then Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Doge. Anyway, on to the next one. We got Dogecoin. Speaking of, if you have 1,000 of them, they would be worth $2 and a penny.
Nice.
So we'll just go on to the next one after that. We got Steam. If you don't know what Steam is, we'll go over that a little bit right now. Steam is actually a new, few-year-old social platform that incorporates cryptocurrencies, blockchain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, you can. Any opinion you have on it.
So you said how much is it worth again? $1.50?
$1.38 currently is what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, we're looking at they're trying to create something new instead of the other social media sites where you're just there basically making money for other people.
Yeah, and that's totally correct. All the ads that are on like Facebook and other social media platforms, and for example, they just go directly to the corporation that owns them. So.
They do. I mean, you have some small businesses that can definitely do advertising on there, and that's good. It's good all around. I use other social media sites, but I'm sure I sign a lot of rights away with the disclaimer thing for one. So you might as well be getting some compensation for some of this stuff that you're giving up when you're posting your content that they get to repost if they choose.
Definitely.
So Steemit creates a system. I'm still wrapping my head around it, but you basically upvote other people that trades the Steam currency. You can get upvoted by a certain number of people, and that upvotes your post. You get transferred the currency, which you can transfer out of the Steemit website.
Yeah, I've actually even made a little tutorial on Steemit of how to withdraw Steemit to Bittrex.
Perfect.
And then you could even trade it for Bitcoin there, and if you have Coinbase, for example, straight to USD.
Right, so that's pretty neat. That's an interesting platform. I think the moderation needs some work. I was originally following a bunch of different people. Some of the posts I decided to limit who I followed on there because the moderation is not there yet on that site.
I actually found a post talking about basically don't follow everybody. Only follow the people that you're actually going to be interested in. For example, I went ahead and disfollowed a lot of people, hundreds of people. I'm down to like 14 people that I'm following now.
Yeah.
I do have like 230 followers or whatever it is. And like, I mean, a lot of them I was following at first, but I'm not following now. But I still do things like Steam bonuses and things like that and shout outs to people that might not have that many followers or just random followers of mine. I do shout outs and things and random Steam giveaways.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I mean, just from a social media standpoint, I hadn't really considered that, quite yet because one last comment on it. I mean, the other social media sites are so, aware of the need for moderation. So hopefully, Steemit, we can, as a community of people who use it, maybe, support who they follow and support good content. I've seen that being called for a lot on there.
I agree, and I was going to say, I really haven't even ever seen an ad on Steemit either.
That's cool. Yeah, I agree. There are no ads. It sort of makes its own money in a way.
Yeah.
So.
It's all user-driven.
Okay. Any other coins?
Steam dollars. That's another part of Steemit.
All right. Well, how much are Steam dollars worth?
$1.08.
Okay. So that one's trying to, I think, be 1-1 with.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to be pegged 1-1 to $1 with Steam. So you pay $1 of Steam dollars and you get $1 of Steam worth.
Okay. Cool. So that's a good price wrap up there. Once again, the date is July 12th, 2017, by the way. I didn't mention that, so just wanted to...
Yeah, we're just over a month after our last one.
Yeah, so, we're trying to do this monthly here. So we got a headline for every show that we like to talk about. I think the price decrease that happened recently is something worth talking about.
with all cryptocurrencies.
Has it been happening
There was
across the
a
board?
few days that the top 15 cryptos were down in the red. Everything except Cloakcoin I saw. I actually wrote about it on a Steemit blog. But
Clipcoin?
except Cloakcoin.
Cloakcoin,
I
okay.
haven't looked into that one, but there was a day few days actually the top 15 cryptos were down in the red, and I think a lot of that was because people are taking a lot of their crypto profits and they're going on vacations and things during the summer.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Did you have a different opinion?
Well, I mean, just going on that a little bit. I mean, so how are they spending it, do you think? Like, are they just cashing in off the major profits that have been happening recently, or?
I mean, they could have been long-term investors. They could have been short-term gainers or anything that's happening right before this whole summer trend that they're trying to make some money, take some money with them somewhere, have some fun.
I've been hearing more and more about people, using Bitcoin in terms of seeing their profits and saying, okay, well, now I can buy something. I can buy some plane tickets somewhere. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's totally there. I mean, I think where my mind goes with it is the same way, people are seeing that the value has increased. And then with that increase, people want to, sell it. They want to get that value back that they put into it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the value decreases. Simple market stuff. I mean, over the last year, we're still looking at a $1,700 increase for Bitcoin. Over the last month, though, we're down $300.
Yeah, which really isn't that bad for Bitcoin. It's just, people are selling out. They're seeing this big price increase over the last couple months, and they're trying to save a little money there.
Yeah, I mean, over the last day, it's gone up $100, though. So it's starting to see that wiggle wobble.
Resistance.
I mean, I've always looked for some sort of, less volatility within the currencies. So, that's something that just doesn't come at the moment. We're seeing that as soon as we're comfortable, we're like, hey, Ethereum's up to $300. It drops
400 that one day.
Yeah, it drops $172 from, a month ago. So
right.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch going forward. Is it a big sell-off? Are people taking summer vacations? Not sure. But we'll see what happens in the future. I think there's a lot bigger headlines going on for, Bitcoin right now. The ransomware thing has it in actually main consumer headlines.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting how it started in Europe and the UK kind of. It was 100 hospitals or something like that over a 24-hour period that got hit with ransomware.
Yeah, it was a bunch of medical information.
And it spread globally very quickly over the next couple weeks. Everybody's getting scared of the infections, and a lot of it was just Windows-based machines. Now, I'm not saying Linux or Mac isn't as susceptible or whatever, but with Linux, at least you did have to have a Windows emulator and all this other stuff running on the background. So
really,
luckily I don't have all that. I just whatever.
I mean, I've heard local stories about the same thing happening. It locked up a major company's information entirely. They're having to scramble to get everything going. I mean, you're not going to pay it.
Yeah,
you don't pay.
I mean, these hackers are actually just these old school. They already knew computer hacking before Bitcoin probably even, and this is just a new tool in their inventory.
Yeah,
that's how I see it.
And it's funny because we've heard about hacks before. Sony's been hacked. Famous actors, all kind. The government's been hacked apparently. On several different occasions. So I'm wondering, people are starting to, they don't know much about Bitcoin. People are still getting into it. They're starting to throw around these things like, what happens, maybe the government should make it illegal.
Well, the government actually, I've read an article about them wanting to create FedCoin and making, other cryptocurrencies illegal.
I guess they could, and I guess they could do that,
they could if they wanted to,
as a currency.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about the Fed coin. I believe it. I know Russia's looking into stuff like that. I think they've met with the Ethereum
ZR coin.
Yeah. So I mean, you know a little bit more about it than I do even. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be illegal because
They can still make money on it for one.
sure, absolutely. They can tax the heck out of it.
Yep. Which
Um,
is what they're trying to do, Coinbase right
Other
now.
countries around the world, India, Japan, have started to embrace it as a currency.
Yeah. Australia also.
Okay, as a spendable currency that's, outside of the U.S. dollar, I guess. I think either way, ransomware, we're looking at maybe, it's good or bad.
Well, it's
There's
definitely a negative thing to do, but I mean, it's still negative, but it's still publicity for Bitcoin. I mean, how much of the world actually still knows about Bitcoin? Like, you're
right.
talking less than 10% for sure. Like, it's probably 1 to 5% of the world's population actually knows about Bitcoin. Yeah, many people may have heard of Bitcoin.
I mean, I take it for granted all the time. I know a bunch
Knowing
about
anything
it,
about Bitcoin, like, it's so intriguing. Like, it kind of wraps you in, and like, once 20% of the population, once 50% of the population knows about Bitcoin, what is these prices going to look like? It's going to be more stable, also.
there'll be a lot more going on. I think there'll be regulations at some point
Definitely
somewhere.
certain places.
I don't know how they can regulate it. It's decentralized,
Right.
So that's interesting. So yeah, like you said, publicity wise, there's no such thing as bad publicity, I guess. So yeah, we got that moving forward. So we got that. We're gonna wrap up the episode here. A little bit of a honorable mention here. We kind of really met our personalities on BitQuest a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of nerd out on there.
Yeah, so kind of got started the last podcast. We recorded in here. We got this one going on. Talk about BitQuest a little bit.
I actually became interested in Minecraft because of BitQuest, and it's actually an open source Bitcoin Java plugin built on top of a Minecraft spigot, which is just host your own server kind of thing. So like, when I first got into it, I bought Minecraft for it, got on it, started playing around, and like, you would actually win bits from different mobs and monsters and things like that. You could trade to other players for bits. You could trade your gold, your diamonds, and things for bits. And bits is just like, 1 bit is 100 Satoshi.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, you have, so many bits. You're
it's
doing
0.0000001.
Yeah. You got 7
Bitcoin.
zeros in front of that one. You got a Satoshi there. But no, it's a really interesting community there too. It's all kind of like build your own code too. So like, they don't really have a
disclaimer.
real
It's not a place to come make money.
No, it really isn't. But if you like Bitcoin and you like Minecraft, you should check it out.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
You can buy land plots on there, little. I think it's 16 by 16 chunks.
Yeah, and they lowered it to 100 bits recently with the price increase because it went up like $1,000. So like they were trying to.
We were playing, it was like $1,200-$1,300.
Right. So we've seen changes over it in time. BitQuest really fun. If you once again, if you're interested in Bitcoin, I think it's a interesting place to go. So just wanted to mention that for everybody out there that wonders, where we're broadcasting from. Stone Studios. Check us out. We're on
Steam it,
Twitter, all those other things out there. Facebook,
Bitcoinjake09.
BlockchainGenie. We're checking out. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.